Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at a very interesting story, a story that has been going viral since yesterday. Nation. Nyeri residents get rude shock after invading government land promised by Gachagua. That's the story. So in this video, I want us to dig deep into the story to see what happened and what that means politically, considering that William Ruto and Gachagua were making some promises to their supporters they considered hustlers. Before we do that, let me say this. I'm very much humbled and very grateful to some of our fans here who have been sharing with me some very important information that has been helping us in some of our analysis in this forum. Because here we have fans and supporters in all sectors, both in government and in private, both in public and in private. We also have fans here internationally, fans outside of the country. And you have been very supportive, and I'm very much grateful, very much humbled. Let's now dig deep into the story to see what it means politically. If you go through that story, police in Karatena, Nyeri County on Tuesday thwarted an attempt by a group of people to occupy a piece of land owned by Kenya Railways Corporation. The group claimed that Deputy President-elect Gachagua had promised to settle them there once William Ruto took over power. But the local police boss warned that lawlessness would not be entertained, saying the invaders would be dealt with. That's the story. Let's dig deep to see what it means politically. In case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Yes. Yesterday, that's on Tuesday, a group of 100 people in Karatena invaded Karatena railway station and attempted to grab that land. And already they were demarcating it and erecting beacons, claiming they were promised that land. The police ejected them. If you look at that story, I honestly believe that that group of 100 people, most definitely, they might have been mobilized by a politician or by some powerful people. And the aim of that maybe was to grab that land. And the police made it very clear to them that the land was not a private land, but a government land, public land. But still, even if it was a private land, then there are procedures to be followed. There are rules to be followed. You don't just grab a private land that way. I'm seeing clearly that there is a very powerful figure behind that group, behind those 100 people. Some powerful forces most likely are using those people to grab that land. Because we have been seeing in some cases where powerful people use the poor to grab public land. After using the poor to grab the public land, that powerful force, or rather the force behind them, later turns against them and now occupies that land. Those are things we have seen before, ladies and gentlemen. So it's clear a powerful hand or force was behind that group. Secondly, I'm seeing the promises William Ruto and Rigathi were giving to their supporters actually going to put them, or rather to put them in a collision path with their supporters. Because from the look of things, William Ruto was just throwing promises, things that if you look at them keenly, he won't be able to fulfill. And if you look at their supporters, they are very much optimistic and over-ambitious. They are seriously waiting to get the promises, or rather to receive the promises they were given. They are very much optimistic, waiting for the promises. So I'm seeing that alone going to put William Ruto in a collision path with his supporters. Because some of the things Ruto promised to deliver, most likely, even if he was willing to deliver, he won't be able to deliver. Even if he's the president, he can't just divide public land to maybe supporters. That's something that even the courts can actually thwart. Unless Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, actually they will be not following the law. But according to the law as it is, I don't think it's something that will be possible. That will put William Ruto, or rather will put Ruto against his supporters. And sooner than later, we might find William Ruto supporters rebelling against him and even against Rigathi Gachagua, because their expectations most likely won't be met. That's something I'm seeing here. Yes. And then from that story again, it's coming out clearly that in William Ruto Rigathi Gachagua government, most likely there is going to be lawlessness. We are just going to have goons or hooligans just doing things out of the law. They are not going to follow the law. And that is because all along Ruto and Rigathi were inciting them. Ruto and Rigathi made them believe that anybody or anything that was just against them. So most likely we are going to see some form of lawlessness, unless now William Ruto, assuming he's sworn in as the president, unless he cracks the whip on his supporters, most likely there is going to be some lawlessness. And also by Ruto cracking the whip on his supporters, he's most likely going to lose his supporters again. So it's a double-edged sword for William Ruto, whether to crack the whip or not to crack the whip. Assuming he's sworn in as the president, he's going to have that kind of a challenge. And that's why I honestly believe that Kenyans are still politically naive. There are some obvious promises that politicians do give, promises that cannot be actualized or realized. Somebody promising to give you a public land, that's somebody cheating you, or somebody intending on using you to grab the public land, after which eventually he'll just take that land as his. That's exactly what is happening here. So as I conclude, it's almost clear and certain that William Ruto supporters have started feeling the heat. Yes, they just invaded the land thinking that now they were going to demarcate it, and you can now see they've just been ejected. An indication that they are in for more shock. Yes. Let me leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. To any other person, that's the kind of analysis we do here. We don't beat about the bush. We go straight on to the point. We call it as it is, without fear or favor. In case you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible again, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.